Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Haunted back with another video, and today I'm coming at y'all with a story time of how I first did Benadryl. Now, I was thinking about the story to tell today, and I was like, wait a minute, I've never told these motherfuckers about the first time I did Benadryl. So let's just tell it.
If we ever spot you in Wyoming, firepower will be utilized.
Just know, if fate ever brings us together in Sun Valley, Idaho, your decimation will be inevitable.
I want you with my ex. I need her to have the worst person I know.
Mandatory card hit in this video, guys. I'm a little sick, I'm sorry about that, but I know you guys were talking about you wanted longer videos, so I'm gonna try to make this one a bit longer for y'all. Now, Benadryl had this weird allure when I was like 14, okay? Now, I don't know if any of you guys can also relate to this shit, but it did. It just had this like mystique around it, and it had like this badass feeling to doing it, especially if it was like your first pill like it was for me and a lot of other people. Honestly, I was like kind of obsessed with them when I first got them, but I didn't do them on the first day. I went and stole some from Walmart. Now, it was after my first time doing Delsim, so your boy had a little experience with stealing meds, you know. Now, statute of limitations. Lick happened years ago, years and years ago, and I was a teenager when it happened, for any of you fucking coppers watching. But yeah, bro, this shit was an easy lick for a 24 pack of Benadryl. As soon as I got home to look at the box, I was just fucking obsessed with it. Like, I literally just like kept looking at the pills, fucking waiting when I was gonna take them, looking shit up about Benadryl. Bro, I was geeking about it. Now, a few days passed by, and I'm in an Xbox party. Now, as a kid, you guys know how I was in the Xbox parties. I told you guys about this shit in a couple stories, bro. I was a badass little kid with some badass influences, smoking cigarettes and taking Delsim and smoking weed on Xbox. I was a little fucking delinquent, bro. On this night and in this specific Xbox party, I was with a homie and this girl that I used to e-date when I was like fucking 13. Now, we're gonna call the homie, we're gonna call him Jaden, and we're gonna call the girl, we're gonna call her Samantha, right? Now, I'm in this party with Jaden and Samantha, and we're all just chilling, and I tell them about these bennies that I have, and they're like, what does that shit even do? This and this. And now, this was more like what Samantha was saying. Jaden already knew what this shit was on. He already knew what type of timing I was on, because Jaden used to fucking like sip lean and smoke weed and shit. That was like really all he was on. And, you know, I'm sitting there kind of explaining it to Samantha, right? And I'm just like, yeah, apparently these shits are just supposed to make you scared, ? And I just remember her being like, well, that's fucking stupid. A little moment where I was like, yeah, well, you know, this is kind of fucking stupid, but am I gonna do it? Yeah. And, you know, Jaden was fucking amping it, so of course I was gonna do it. And if you guys remember from the smoking cigarette story that I've told fucking 8 times on this channel, just deleted, Jaden is the same guy that was amping me in that story. As an adult, realizing it now, Jaden was a fucking loser, bro. Do not tell kids to do drugs. Anyhow, I fucking take 175 milligrams worth of Benadryls out. And like I said, bro, I just had like a weird like obsession with these little pills. Like I kept like taking them out and messing around with them and fucking, oh, judge me all you want in the comments, y'all, because I know at least one of my subs will agree with me. On brand Benadryl, not that off brand shit, not the fucking blue fucking, what are they called, Unisoms, not that shit, and not Sleep Aid either. I'm talking about just on brand Benadryl smells so fucking good. I don't know why, bro. Like, to me, like, just the pills, I don't know why they smell great. Like, I don't know what the fuck. And the coating is fucking busting too, but as soon as the powder gets out, like the coating tastes and smells like, you know, clean good chemicals, and then the coating, it gets out, it just tastes like evil Molly, bro. It just tastes like bad things are about to happen. The shit's deceitful, really, bro, and it can fuck you up, man. I met a fried ass kid that did Benadryl in rehab, bro, but we're still friends. But that kid, he's fried and he knows it. Anyway, bro, so I take like 175 milligrams of Benadryl. I just remember it was like around that number. It was like either 150 or 175, but I'm gonna say 175 for the clickbait of the thumbnail. And instantly Samantha starts fucking with me, bro. You don't want to be around Samantha as your trip sitter, dog.
Y'all messing with his Chucky looking ass anxiety.
And bro, this shit is fucking me up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like 14. I don't have any trip experience really besides Delsim, all right? She's getting in my head. And I'm telling Jaden to tell her to stop, and Jaden starts joining in. They're all laughing, and I gotta fucking manage to calm myself down because my friends don't give no fuck. And it's at this point I'm starting to rethink tripping with my ex fucking e-date girlfriend and a horrible influence. Fuck it though, bro. They were the only people around to trip around me, and I just had to be a thug about it, I guess. And eventually I was able to just ignore it, and they stopped, and we just went back to regular conversation, which was good because this is when I first felt the onset. Now, despite only taking 175 milligrams, this was my first time, bro. And I was like 14 and like probably 110 pounds. So I start feeling like a fucking cinder brick, bro. And up to this point in my life, I had never done Xans or anything like that, but I'm just gonna describe the feeling like that, bro. I felt hella barred out. And as a stressed out fucking 9th grader with barely any IRL friends at this point, bro, I thought I could get used to this fucking feeling. That was until it got like unsettling. I started getting like confused. I started to feel like there was smoke around me and started to like feel and sometimes see like tiny ants. Now, I didn't didn't take a huge dose to see like, you know, crazy visuals. But, you know, I did see smoke and like little ants. And I would hear people in the Xbox party talk when they weren't talking. And this shit really freaked me out because I would like respond to them and they would say their real response. So imagine me being like, what? To somebody saying nothing. And then they would be like, what? I didn't say anything. I would get confused and sad because I swore they had just said some shit to me and that feeling was fucking foreign and lonely. Fucking schizo, man. I never felt like that. And to make things even worse, bro, this was late 2021 going into 2022. So it was the beginning of the fucking bro is bro solace 2022 schizo slideshow era. Holy fuck. Yeah, bro, little did I and anybody else who was there doing Betty's or just fucking depressed at that time, bro. Shout out Love Feedy. Little did we know what the next couple months had in store for us. I'll tell you, bro. Now, bro, this started a long chain of me feeling alienated as fuck from everyone around me, bro. Especially mixing it with DXM whenever we open that fucking can of worms. Yeah, bro, navigating this feeling of like alienation and just being able to like, you know, socialize while on Deliriance was just never some shit I could do. And just as an adult, still some shit I can't do on Deliriance. But, you know, disassociative is a different story. Eventually, I just remember telling Samantha and Jaden that I was going to bed. But best believe I was not, goddammit. Because, you know, some part of me deep down, besides like the, you know, whole interacting with people part of it that I did not like, bro, some part of me deep down liked the chaos of this weird ass drug that I had just tried. And I laid down flat on my face after leaving the party. And for a good couple hours, I just sat in this feeling, bro. And I loved it besides the fact that I was itchy and I couldn't stop moving my fucking leg. And more so not even like an itchy feeling, but more of a feeling that I had bugs on me, which I hated that. I fucking hate bugs. Besides that, bro, yeah, I just sat in the feeling. I really remember liking it, bro. And I just remember that box of Benny not lasting long and this starting to be a fucking thing with the DXM not too long after. So if you guys want more stories from the beginning of my Benadryl phase or just like more from like just throughout my teenager years, let me fucking know. And yeah, drop a like, subscribe, all that shit. Peace. Good, it's your boy Han. Sorry for the low amount of editing and like the kind of shittiness of this video, bro. I'm just sick as fuck. But I still wanted to come out and make a video for you guys. And yeah, if you guys enjoy, drop a like, subscribe, all that shit.